So the crippled critters and I were having a discussion about inflation and the economy lately, and how there's so many knives we want to buy, and yet so little money it seems these days. So they suggested that I make a list of 5 budget bangers that you can get right now between $40 and $50. If you want to see that, stick around. What's up, Cripple Crew? This is EDC with DBD, Disabled but Deadly. And while we all know that our dollars aren't going as far as they used to, you may not be aware that the budget knife territory has more variety and there's more bangers than ever before. And what once was the territory of just flipper only, spring assisted, 440 and 420C steels. Now we've got all kinds of actions. We've got different steels. We've got different handle materials. We've got all kinds of choices. I'm going to give you 5 of the best $40 to $50 knives that you can buy right now. But first, stab that like button like you mean it. /subscribe. I'd love to have you here, and you don't want to miss all the cool knife and EDC content that's coming up. Also, drop a comment below. You know what I like. I want to know what's in your pockets. What are you carrying today? All right, enough of that crap. So, as much as I like this Molesek slate, this didn't make the cut. This is an honorable mention, or not even an honorable mention. This is an almost ran. With my 10% code, this comes down to about $54. Well worth the price, but still too expensive for what we're talking about today. So, doesn't count. What does count, as we count down from the most expensive, from closest to 50 to closest to 40, we'll call it, because they're not really expensive. They're great value, but price high to low. We will start with the Tenable Knives Anomaly, and this Dirk Pinkerton design right now on the Tenable website. If you follow my affiliate code until through August 30th, you can use code HNKD10 for Happy National Knife Day 10. That will be in the description below. And that 10% discount will drop some flavors of the Anomaly to below $50. I think this one will be like $51 or something like that. But there are Anomalies that you can get under $50. This knife comes in multiple configurations. You have G10 and Micarta options, and you have Tanto and drop point in each handle material. I won this knife. When this knife launched, I won it from their Instagram giveaway. And when I got it, I was very surprised at how compact this knife really is. You're looking at a 3.14 inch NitroV Tanto blade with a blackwash. It does have a fuller for aesthetics, but it's not a fuller that you can get to for flicking. So I'm not going to count it as a deployment method. You are flipper only, but it has crazy flipper action. It rockets out. So besides the 3.14 inch blade, you're looking at a 7.29 inch overall length and 4.15 inches close. This knife only weighs 3.07 ounces. Apologies. Yeah, 3.07 ounces. I was correct. So, barely over 4 inches closed, nice slim profile, and only 3 ounces. This thing disappears into your pocket. You are looking at Tip up as the gods intended. Right hand only carry though. But this knife came perfectly centered and just rockets out. The Dirk Pinkerton design Tenable knives Anomaly is our first knife. Our second knife is the Mulsect Orbit. And the Mulsect Orbit comes in just under 50, but with code DBD, it drops it down to $44.99. And for $44.99, you are getting 14C28N. This has a 3.23 inch long drop point blade with a hollow grind and a satin finish, pardon me. This is 4.02 inches closed and 7.24 inches overall, so 7.25 inches. Very comfortable in hand. You are looking at contoured G10. Tip up, deep carry, as the gods intended. Not reversible. Pocket clip. Very cool pivot design. Pardon, I had that low. Liners that are rounded and chamfered all the way around for a very smooth feel in the hand. And crazy front flipper action. Easiest front flipper I have felt. I definitely recommend checking out the Mulsect Orbit. If you've seen any of my content recently, you know they are my favorite new budget brand. This is the only hollow ground blade that you're going to see on this list. So Mulsect Orbit coming in at $44.99. Also at $44.99, number 3, we have the Rosecraft Tarcanis. The Rosecraft Tarcanis is an Andy Armstrong design. You're looking at a 3-inch RPM 9 blade that's 4.2 inches closed, 7.2 inches open. This is a little bit chunkier blade at they listed at 3.2 millimeters. I believe that's right about 130 thousandths. But it is a taller blade, so it does come down still to a decently slicey edge. You have contoured G10. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. Contoured G10. Not skeletonized, but fully inset liners. Tip up, deep carry, and reversible pocket clip. A mid-length backspacer with a hidden lanyard pin. Nice oversized thumb studs to go with awesome front flipper action. Whoop, that was my fault. All for only $44.99. The Rosecraft Blades is an incredible steal. The link below is not an affiliate link, but I still recommend the Rosecraft Tarcanis very highly. Tarcanis means bulldog, and pardon the oil. I gave a little bit of KPL earlier before my front flip tutorial, but the Rosecraft Tarcanis, or bulldog, fits its name. It's stout in the hand, comfortably so, and it comes ready to work. I can choke up behind that in a trigger pull and good to go. Check out the Rosecraft Tarcanis number 3. At number 4, we've got the Tenable Knives Prometheus. This knife was not provided in any way by Tenable. This knife was purchased for me by my daughter for my birthday last month, and she picked right. You are getting a lot of value packed into this design by D.O.C.K. So the Tenable Prometheus is rocking a 3.29 inch 14C28N blade with a blackwash finish, a flat grind, but still it's a nice slicey flat. They call it a sheepsfoot. To me, it's more of a Warncliffe, but it's in between. Take your pick. You're looking at 7.61 inch overall length with a 4.32 inches closed, only 3.8 ounces. And you have black and red G10. I love the accents around the pivot collar. You have liners that are skeletonized to reduce weight. You've got a gorgeous sharpening choil that works as a great full-size finger choil, the way this flipper comes back. And this blade is designed to hold your thumb or finger wherever you want to use it. Whether you're using it for, like utility or draw cuts, whether you're choked up doing some longer push cuts, whether this thing is great in the get off my beef jerky grip. So a great beef jerky avenger. Just a fantastic knife. Plus, one of the best mill-tie clips I've ever got on a knife under $50. With code HNKD10 through the Happy National Knife Day 10 through August 30th, using my affiliate link below, you can pick up the Tenable Knives Prometheus for only $44.90. That is crazy, crazy value. I told you we're living in different knife times. Knife money, a little different. Well, at least on the budget end. The premium end is definitely going the other way. All right, we come to our final knife. And if you've seen my recent coverage, this is actually the #1 knife I recommend under $45. And this is the Petrified Fish Flavorist. Petrified Fish did provide this knife for me for review, but even if they hadn't, if I had paid full price for this, I would still say this is the best value under $45. What you're looking at here is a 3.07 inch K110 spear point blade, or you can get their cleaver option, which is pretty sick. You're looking at a 2.95 inch cutting edge, 4.09 inches closed, 7.25 inch overall length, and only 3.3 ounces. Man, that's fantastic weight to blade ratio on this, and it feels light in hand. You have beautiful contoured micarta, a full micarta, well, half micarta backspacer, but it's the same blue micarta milled backspacer that's laid in there beautifully. Very minimal liners on the show side to help reduce that weight. Insane action. In my front flipper video, I recommended these as the 2 front flipper knives to buy right now to pick up and start practicing with. And you can pick them both up for less than $100 right now. That's crazy. But the Petrified Fish Flavorist, as I slipped, is one of the most comfortable knives I've held in any grip. This pocket clip seems to disappear. Beef jerky avenger. And I can hold the knife back here in a hammer grip. I can go saber. I can choke up behind the blade. I can get my thumb way out there and get all the way up behind that edge. It's a very neutral but ergonomic handle. And I think this would make a perfect fixed blade. Exact same size, same width micarta, contoured, same blade shape, everything. Just give me this as a fixie. But this is the #1 knife that I recommend below $45. So this one's coming in at $43.99. So check out Petrified Fish. I've got an affiliate link below. Shout out to Everybody using my links, I really appreciate you. It helps my channel. It's the one of the main ways you can help my channel right now, besides joining my Patreon. But of course, that's entirely up to you. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Stay safe, stay frosty. Most importantly, stay deadly.